you're so young. Congrats on that. Hi, graduates, parents, faculty, President Stenger. Thank you so much for having me here, and most of all, congratulations, graduating class of 2015. Wow, I actually curled my hair this morning. You'll never know. I am honored and I'm shocked to have been asked to speak to you today. I understand there has been an illustrious line of keynote speakers in Binghamton University's history. Senators, captains of industry, journalists. I was on the Man Show in 2003. Does that count? I'm an actor. What possible life wisdom? Thank you, oh, thank you. That better be the theater department. What life wisdom could I possibly give you? You know, I'm a character actress in her mid-30s, late 20s. Late 30s tops. Shall I regale you with a story? Like the time I was catering the Oscars in 1999? While I was cleaning up a leaking garbage bag, I slipped and fell on my back as the crowd behind me cheered. They weren't cheering for me. Gwyneth Paltrow was jogging out of the building holding her Oscar. So here's the bigger picture. I worked hard for 15 years, and then I booked one of the hundreds of auditions I go out on, and voila, I am standing in front of you. People ask me about the job and that audition, but I want to talk to you about the 15 years before that, because those are the years that made me who I am. And 4 of those years I spent here. This incredible university, this stormy, not today, quirky, beautiful city. I was an English major because that was a decision that freaked out my parents a little less than declaring myself a theater major. I worked hard. I made amazing friendships that last to this day. My freshman roommate is over there watching right now. Yes. I wore pajama bottoms in public, and if it was a nice occasion, I would peg them at the bottom. And then I wondered where the boys were at. Where are they? What's their problem? They can't find their way to Lehman Hall? What's going on? Yeah. When I graduated in 1992, the economy was booming, so I decided to become an actor. So that is my advice. No matter what you've planned now, cancel it and get into show business. Good night and Godspeed. Let's go to brunch. I'm sorry. I just wanted to scare your parents. Now, you may have been told some statistics that might scare you off of pursuing your passion. Well, here's the truth. The world needs you. You're smart and hardworking and so young and energetic. I want to drink your blood, but don't worry, I won't. Even though I'm so old and anemic. And the statistics aren't so daunting, by the way. Forbes magazine reports that there's, quote, great news for students who will be graduating with bachelor's degrees. Hiring for new graduates is expected to jump by 16% this year. Yeah. And there's plenty more good news where that came from, but I didn't bother to get the statistics because actor. Back when I graduated in 1992, I typed out term papers on a borrowed word processor. And our mascot was the Colonial. Well, you all grew up with the internet, and we're the Bearcats now. Now that is an improvement. From the guy in the tricorn hat to a creature that is half bear, half cat. That's fierce. I just don't know how it works. Is it the power of the bear with the face of a cat? It doesn't matter. It's just awesome. Do yourselves a favor, though, and don't look up Bearcat on Urban Dictionary. I did it for you. Don't do it. Now, I may be a fossil, but I do have some expertise that pertains to you. I have gone on hundreds of auditions. Therefore, I have gone on hundreds of job interviews. And here's what I have to say about them. Go on a lot of them. Bump into walls, say the wrong thing, say the right thing, hone your resume. After I moved to LA, my parents would ask, what exactly are you doing with your time, Stephanie? And I would say, my job is auditioning. And I know that sounded strange to them, not to mention a particularly low-paying kind of a job. But with auditions, as in interviews, you have to get better and better at it, so when it is your chance to book a job that is make or break, or is the one you're meant to get, you're relaxed, and you're just better. And that only comes from doing 100 of them. In my case, some of my auditions were great. Some were bad. Some I had a cold. Some I wanted it so much it was creepy. Here's a pro tip: don't hug your interviewer. Some of them I didn't even think about, and I got the part. The average of it was, I was getting better. The best advice I could give to anyone is to prepare as best as you possibly can, and then show up. And dare to be imperfect, too. Being invited to speak here today is one more thing that makes me feel successful. But make no mistake, I'm the same girl who couldn't afford to get her transmission fixed for the 20th time, so she wound up driving a car that wouldn't go in reverse for 3 months. Now I'm going to tell you a story that'll make all of these folks beam with pride. Even though I could no longer drive in reverse, my parents had made it clear they couldn't help me fix the car because, as they said, we have our own problems with our cars, Stephanie, you figure it out. So I figured out that if I could just find a parking spot near a driveway, I could coast in and coast out. But if I had an audition at a studio where your only option is parking in a parking garage, well then, that required some acting, folks. I'd park, I'd walk to the audition, I'd go back to the car, wait for someone to pass, and then, showtime! I'd say, oh my God, what the heck? Oh no, are you kidding? My car won't move. Maybe if I don't know, put it in neutral and you pushed it with your hands, oh my God, it worked, bye. Then I would drive to my next audition and do the whole sad act again. I can laugh about it now. But in those moments, I felt utterly hopeless and afraid. Those moments never get celebrated, they don't make your parents proud, they don't look good on a resume, but they happen, and hopefully you learn from them. If you learn from mistakes, the pain will be temporary. We're in a culture and a country that's obsessed with winners and moreover sees winning as a skill. If you succeed, you were smart, not lucky. If you fail, well, it's your fault. Success, failure, win, lose, right way, wrong way. I just want to tell you that is a lie. All the setbacks, all the dry spells, the times you feel all alone with the results of your life decisions and broken transmissions, that's life. That's a sign that you dare to go outside of your comfort zone and try. I want to share with you one of my favorite inspirational quotes I learned from an improv class. Failure is rampant and important. Now, I never want to fail again at anything, but those gaffes, those cringeworthy moments, at best teach you how to be better, stronger, tougher, faster at whatever you want to do. And at the very least, they make excellent dinner party stories, folks. Okay, last piece of advice before I go look for the bull that was on top of the Vestal Steakhouse. I hustled for about 15 years before I booked the job I have now. And if people ever want to ask me about flow, they usually want a short, fun answer. But I feel like I can't answer without describing those 15 years. Keep in mind that while you're struggling to make a name for yourself, you also live your life with family, friends, that cat that gets you through your 30s. His name is Billy. Whoever you share your heart with, protect your personal life and choose the people you share it with care. Your friends and your work peers may enjoy success very soon after graduating. Here's the advice, and I'm actually going to give you this piece of advice in my mom voice because I mean this. Cheer for them, root for them. It will be your turn soon enough, and when it is, you will absolutely crave the same support from them. The only regret I have is when I've compared myself to others or compared myself to where I thought I should be. Neither of those things was any of my business, and it was an enormous waste of time and energy. Now, about that car I drove, the car that wouldn't go in reverse, that's a good way to think about it. Go forward, because you literally cannot go back. And just, keep your transmission fixed. So whatever you deal with in life, the joys, disappointments, adversity, wave of dizzying success, remember this. You are Binghamton University graduates. You are Bearcats. You are half bear and half cat. Now go out and change the world.